Well, welcome, guys. My name is David Fraser. We have the contest finale tonight. It's going to be amazing. I'm going to make sure my guitar's in tune because they sound so much better when the guitars are in tune. Call me old-fashioned. And we're going to play a song and then we're going to kick things off. So, if you comment where you're tuning in from. I set my gear up, I poured a warm cup of tea for me as I sat down at the bar. Hold on. I had an hour to go, the crowd was no show, except one tired man sitting not too far. I looked him straight in the eye, and he tipped his bottle. I drink alone, he said, not my plan, but a fact I thought that you should know. I drink alone, he said, cause I don't like my reflection, and I've got no place to go. I looked at his face, worn, scarred, and ashamed. The years of drinking had taken years from him. I tried to turn right in hopes that I might block him with my shoulder like a doodle with a pen. But he looked me straight in the eye and he tipped his bottle. I drink alone, he said, not my plan, but a fact I thought that you should know. I drink alone, he said, cause I don't like my reflection, and I've got no place to go. How many people are getting by with no self-respect? And how many people are hanging on with government checks? And why do our wings get clipped with addictions of all degrees? And why is it when I see those eyes, I'm seeing me? If you're just tuning in, welcome. Comment, where are you tuning in from? My goal is not to look at how many people are actually on this live, so I don't get too nervous. Let's drink alone, he said, to forget about our problems and the men we'd hoped to be. Let's drink alone, he said, and drown away our sorrow in self-pity. I drink alone, not my plan, but a fact, and I thought that you should know. I drink alone, he said, cause I don't like my reflection, and I've got no place to go. I drink alone. Let's drink alone. I drink alone. I drink alone. Yeah, I drink alone. I drink alone. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be a fantastic evening. Stay tuned. If you could, though, I would like to ask you a little favor. If you could share what's going on with your friends, family. If there's a share button somewhere there, it's going to be a big live stream tonight. We already have, looks like 1,400 people on so far, so that's a big deal. And it's just getting started. So I'll be back in 2 seconds. Let's get her going. Hi, I'm founder of Bunkie Life. We're in the building industry, but what we're famous for are small log cabins called bunkies that can be easily built in a weekend without a permit or a second mortgage. Ultimately, we help our clients create extra space for more meaningful connection. Yes, we help our clients get a cool bunkie. But if you think it's just about the bunkie, you've already missed the point. Really what this is about is creating the space and time for more meaningful connection, and having a bunkie is just part of that journey. It's not just about the space, it's about what happens in the space, how it enables more connection. It allows you to spend that quality time with family and friends.
It allows you to be there for each other in both senses of the phrase.
We are the market leaders in educational videos and content as we pioneer this growing industry. Our goal is to be the go-to source for fun, friendly, and helpful advice for families, whether they buy from us or not. Our core offering is an easy-to-build or built-for-you Bunkie kit that helps our clients create extra space for more meaningful connection. We're proudly Canadian-made right here in Ontario.
The Bunkie is often the difference between that friend or family member coming or not, being there for each other or not. The reason we do this is because we believe family comes first, and when it comes to being there for each other, there are no do-overs. That's one of the reasons we've decided to partner with Ronald McDonald House Charities of Canada in their goal of keeping families close. Because ultimately, we want to bring about a world where families everywhere have a place to unite, unwind, and unplug. I get up every morning excited to help families create extra space for meaningful connection. Thanks for listening, and can't wait to hear from you.
All right, well, it's going to be a great night. So here's the agenda for this evening. It's very straightforward, pretty easy. We got our introductions out of the way. If you want to comment where you're tuning in from, I'd love to see that. And then I'm going to talk for just briefly about what Bunkie Life is all about. And then we'll go into what I call the emotional support video. And that's a video to help the people that are not so lucky tonight. There's thousands of people that enter this contest. It's been one of the best ones ever. And that means that only one person can win, so there's going to be a lot of disappointed people. So the emotional support video, I think if you can internalize it, will be very helpful. All right, and then after that, we'll announce the winners, the top 10 people that contributed the most in terms of points or chances to win. So they get some kind of little small prizes, and then we'll announce the big winner, okay? So after that, if you want to stick around, I'm happy to answer any questions you may have. If you're thinking about purchasing a Bunkie from Bunkie Life, it's a good time to get your questions out of the way. So we'll go into that, and then maybe I'll close off with a song if time allows. That's kind of our agenda. That's the plan. If that works for you, then we'll get her going. So let's talk a little bit about what Bunkie Life is all about. So we are a small family business. That's me and my daughter Evie. And we're located just outside of Rockwood, Ontario. That's where our factory is. And we live just in Erin, Ontario. So if you're not super familiar with Ontario, it's kind of in the boonies outside of Toronto. So in that area there. Some things we're proud of. We've been featured on HGTV's Family Home Overhaul and also CTV's Made Right Here. And just recently, we successfully appeared on CBC's Dragon's Den. For the Americaners in the group, that's very similar to Shark Tank. It's like the Canadian version of Shark Tank. I've also published Bunkie Life Extra Space, which is a book with a lot of great photos of clients' bunkies. Our family story that I'll tell a little bit, share a little bit with you later, is in the book, as well as lots of how-to, how to do your foundation, how to do your build, that type of thing. So it's a how-to book with lots of great photos. We also have Bunkie Life Connection cards, which are the standard 52 playing cards with 52 different thought-provoking, conversation-starting kind of questions for when you're all sitting around as a family. Also, we've been successfully able to donate over $100,000 towards Ronald McDonald House, and we've completed a bunch of Make-A-Wish builds. This is Ethan, who was one of our first Make-A-Wish builds. But ultimately, we're most measured by and proud of the success of our Bunkie Life clients. Here's a couple photos that they sent in, and just seeing the different amazing ways they use our products to create extra space for their family and their friends is always the highest level of compliment we can get. So how did Bunkie Life start? Well, essentially, Bunkies were scratching my own personal itch. That we had our first daughter, that's Evie, who's now 9. But when we had her, we ran out of extra bedrooms, and my parents live about 3.5 hours away. Carrie's parents lived about 4 hours away at the time. And the question became, where are we going to put mom? So my mom started texting me a lot of listings on Facebook Marketplace about yurts and tiny homes and trailers and different things like that. And I thought about maybe we could renovate the house and add a bedroom or something like that. And all of that seemed really daunting and too much money and just too much hassle. And that's when I discovered the concept of a bunkie. So we built our very first bunkie in 2015. What a bunkie basically is a small log cabin. In a lot of areas, you can build them without a permit, just for extra space.
And so in this photo here, you can see my dad, my father-in-law, myself building our very first bunkie in 2015. And I thought about, how can I pay for this bunkie? So I started renting it out on Airbnb. And it was a smash success right from the get-go. In 2015, I had it rented solid. And then I built 2 more. This is the summer cabin and the 2019 bunkie with a loft. And the reviews started coming in, and they were all glowing, and we were growing. We were as booked as we wanted to be. And the next natural question was, hey, Dave, can you get me a bunkie? I want a bunkie. Build me a bunkie. And so that's when we started selling kits. So in 2017, Bunkie Life started with a dream. We want to bring about a world where families everywhere have a place to unite, unwind, and unplug. And we're now coast to coast across Canada. We've shipped into New York and Vermont, and now Michigan. That's our real next step. Who do we help? So our clients tend to be busy, hardworking small business owners and professionals who generally own a cottage. So the cottage is the same size, but the family's getting bigger. They have 3 major problems. Number 1, they don't have enough space. So that's leading to them feeling cramped, disappointed, even embarrassed. The family escape becomes, a bone of contention where they feel like we can't have everybody all together. So friends and families either cut their stay short or they don't come at all. And they don't have any information about what are the possibilities. How do we solve this problem? Like me, they're thinking, should I renovate? Should I add on to the cottage? That's a pain in the butt. Do I get a camper van? Do I get a tent? And in a lot of cases, most people, because they don't know what to do, they just do nothing. And I think the real core of the problem is that people don't have enough time. As a parent of 4 kids now, I understand that moments of connection are rare. They're fleeting. I think the major fear that keeps me up at night and keeps our clients up at night is the same. It's that our kids and our grandkids are growing up and we're going to miss it. The analogy I always like to use is that you think of every time, every moment you get to spend with your kids as represented by like a pack of Skittles. By the time your kids turn 18, you will have used up all the Skittles except 2. So that's a reminder to me that we have to grab hold of these moments with each other while we can, because everyone gets older, we get busy, the cat's in the cradle song takes over, and we miss out on those opportunities. So that's where we come in. So number 1, as you probably know, we're the leader in educational videos and content. We want to help people understand what their options are. We want to help people through the learning process, the building process, the permitting, the whole complexity of doing something like this. We want to help them through it and help them know that, hey, you can do this. We want to be the go-to trusted source of advice, whether or not you end up buying from us. And here's how we help. We have a Canadian-wide known, easy-to-build Bunkie kit. They finish beautifully on the inside, as you can see, and on the outside. They're easily built in a weekend in most cases, without needing a permit in a lot of areas or a second mortgage. We also can help with a built-for-you solution. Most clients can find a local handyman to build their bunkie in a few days if they're not able to do it themselves. We also have a courtesy list of potential bunkie installers in a lot of areas as well, who can just take care of everything. And the cool thing about our bunkies is, even without any experience, most people can find they can put them together because they're really just like a big stacking set of Lego. Ultimately, we give people more quality time. We want to give them their time back with the people who matter most, because really we're in the business of helping families create extra space for more meaningful connection. Another thing we offer is the Bunkie Life community. So we have put on different in-person events like our grand opening party and barbecues and things like that. We also have a lot of volunteer opportunities like the Make-A-Wish builds. Some of our Bunkie Life community people have come and helped out with that. It's a real feeling of giving back. We also have a private community of over 100 or 1,100 Bunkie Lifers, which is the Facebook group of all the people that have purchased a bunkie, all sharing information, helping each other, sharing different tips and tricks, and just solutions to problems. So why do we do this? So let me tell you kind of the story of
of Carrie and I. So there's a real reason behind Bunkie life. And when we first got married, I'll show you some photos here. When we first got married, this is Carrie and I. We were so young. When we first got married, we always had a dream of having a big family. That was always kind of something, on the to-do list, right? And so we were married for a while, and then we had our first baby, Evie. This is a photo of her when she was younger. And it went smooth. It was really easy. We made it, made it through, and she came, and all the fun challenges of being new parents. And so after a year or two went by, and we started thinking, okay, it's time to find another baby sister or brother for Evie as part of our big family dream. And we got pregnant again right away, and then 10 weeks went by, and then we lost the baby. And people were telling us, like, this is pretty standard. The doctor said, this is one of those things that not a lot of people talk about this, but 1 in 3, 1 in 4 pregnancies end in miscarriage. And so it's one of those things that maybe we weren't expecting it, but it happens, and it's just try again. So we tried again, and we got to about the 10-week mark again, and we lost baby number 2. And at this point, it started to feel like a trend. So we pushed back on the doctor and we said, what can we be doing here? We really want to have another baby. And, there's a lot of heartache with that, but everyone kept saying it's normal. It's, you got bad odds here, but it happens. And so we had a prescription of some baby aspirin, some progesterone. It's kind of the usual, we don't exactly know what's wrong, but we'll throw some of the standard medication at it problem. And so that's what we did. And then we were super fortunate and blessed to have our second baby, Hope. And this is a picture of Evie and Hope when she was first born. And so we kind of thought, hey, we've solved this problem, right? We've, we needed the progesterone, we needed the aspirin, problem solved. So we started raising the 2 girls and started thinking, okay, it's time to add to the family here. And we want to add another brother or sister. And of course, because of the 2 losses, we were very apprehensive, like, what's going to happen. And so we were really reticent to tell anyone we were pregnant, and kind of, just, we couldn't really enjoy it like a typical family might be able to if they hadn't experienced the losses we'd experienced. And so 10 weeks went by, we're holding our breath, 11 weeks, 12 weeks, 13 weeks, and we're starting to think, okay, we've made it through the danger zone again. And we got to 16 weeks, and we started telling everybody we're pregnant, and we told the girls, we're going to be having another brother or sister, and they got so excited. They're all jumping on the bed. We're going to have a baby. We're going to have a baby. And then at around 17 weeks, we lost the third baby. And when you lose a baby that far along, it's very traumatic, and there's a lot to it. And it was just one of those really dark moments. We didn't understand why it was happening. The doctors had no explanation why either. And it got to the point where it was so heartbreaking and so hard to deal with that we started thinking, well, maybe we should give up. Maybe 2 is enough. I mean, lots of families can't have any kids, and so we're blessed in that sense, and we are blessed in that sense. But we wanted to bring that big family dream forward, and we wanted to try again. So despite some of people's advice, we decided to try one more time. And 6 months later, we got to 13, 14, 15 weeks, and we're thinking, oh, maybe we'll do this. And then we lost another baby around week 16. And this is a really dark and really tough time to go through, because it was, we had 2 kids we needed to take care of. And we had a business. Bunkie Life was just starting in 2018 when this was all happening. And we had business, we had kids to take care of, and we couldn't really just take time to be alone and to grieve it. We had to keep things going. And Carrie took it really, really hard. And there was a lot of mornings where I would wake up, and it was like I was waking up, and I realized what was happening, and I realized how hard it was, and I felt like I couldn't be there for her. I couldn't be the supportive husband I needed to be, and I couldn't go build people's bunkies and put a smile on and go through this. And we were so fortunate because we had friends and family that came alongside us through this time. And everyone had different words of encouragement and different things to say, but there was one family in particular that had been through 6 losses. And they were able to relate to us on that level of understanding that just how crappy it was and how deep it hurt. And one of my friends, I remember he said, you guys have been mourning this, and that's right, and that's good. But you do need to realize that like life has to continue, right? You need to be there for your kids, and you need to be there for your community. So I started thinking, how can we turn this around for good? And one thing he said to me still sticks with me to this day. He said, David, those babies can't talk to you because they've passed on. And if they could, what do you think they would say? Do you think they would say, we want you to just give up, Dad, and we want you to just, metaphorically jump down there in the grave with us? Or do you think they would want you to go out and be the best dad you can be, and be the best husband you can be, and go out there and make what happened into something worthwhile? That sounds wrong, but make it into something that can be redeemed. And so I started thinking about this, how, I started praying about it. God, why did this happen? But how can we turn it into something good? And so we'd lost, at this point, 4 babies, and Carrie was ready to give up, and so was I. And I 100% would have respected her at that point if she had said, 2 is good. We have enough heartache. And she decided to try one more time. So we didn't have any answers. The doctors couldn't give us any explanation of what was going on, but we tried one more time. And this was the Hail Mary. This was the last hurrah. So right in the middle of the pregnancy, about 7 weeks in, my wife is like Googling all, WebMD Googling all of her symptoms and all of her blood work. She started going through her blood work like a crazy mad scientist, on the wall, right? And she realizes her white blood cell count was always high. It was always high. So she started Googling this and researching it. She basically came to the conclusion, hey, I might have this problem. And there's a small study of about like 11 people, and they determined they had this condition, and they were able to solve it. So she's Googling this, and she goes to the doctors. By this point, we had been escalated to like the best of the best pregnancy doctors in Toronto. And so they were like, yeah, we don't think this is the thing, but hey, we'll give it a whirl. There's a genetic test you can do, and we can put you through this genetic test, and we'll know definitively if you have this genetic marker. So she had to do that. There's a really huge needle that went right into her hip to get that genetic marker. And it turns out she was positive for this genetic marker. So she was able to get a diagnosis of essential thrombocythemia, which is like an artificially high blood count, or white blood cell count. And this is while the baby's growing. And we're thinking, okay, this is the problem. So we got her on some crazy, like kind of lowering meds to kind of bring it back into a normal range. And then week 15 comes by, week 16, week 17, and we're just like holding our breath and praying, And we were so blessed because we made it through that tough time. We made it to 20 weeks. We made it all the way to January of 2020, right before COVID, and we welcomed Declan to the family. This is her at 1 month. And she's just a wonderful, awesome third addition to the family. And that was kind of, for us, that seemed to be the reason why the babies were dying. And, this is basically in 2020 was when Bunkie Life was really taking off. And so I started reflecting, like I said earlier, how do we turn this around for good? How do we make our story into something that can be a positive thing? And so we started reflecting on the fact that, the Bunkies for us, they were this cool thing in our backyard that we rented out, that we sold, but they also were this bridge. They were this way that my family who lived far away could come and stay with us. They were the way that Carrie's parents could come and be with us, because otherwise they wouldn't have been able to come and stay. And it made all the difference to have parents close. They could watch the kids while we're going through this crazy year of insanity and stress and grief. They could be with us, and they were like really close, but they weren't, they were able to just kind of watch over us. And so I started realizing that we had built our own little respite up on the hill, and we didn't even realize we had done that. And friends of ours, they had a baby around the same time Evie was born. And literally a couple days before their daughter was born, they found out she had a really life-threatening issue. Now she's totally fine now, but she had to get immediate surgery. She had to stay at Sick Kids in Toronto for a long, long period of time. And so for them, Ronald McDonald House was like key. They lived hours and hours away, and they were able to come and stay in Ronald McDonald House and be with their kid and stay close. And also when I was in the hospital for Declan, I met another gentleman who had been staying at Ronald McDonald House, and his kid was in Sick Kids. And I remember him saying, like, I would not be able to do this if it wasn't for Ronald McDonald House. So that's why we've decided to partner with Ronald McDonald House. Their whole mission is keeping families close. And so part of our business, the why behind it, I hope you understand the story. And that's why whenever we sell a Bunkie kit, we donate a night stay to a family somewhere that needs it, right? At a Ronald McDonald House. They don't charge a lot, but there is a cost to having people stay there. So we donate a night stay. And it really does make a difference to families that really do need it. We've never met most 99.99% of the families, but we do know that it makes a difference. And so, when you buy a Bunkie from Bunkie Life, you don't get to be a hero for yourself and your immediate family and friends. And, oh, Dad's got us a Bunkie. You also get to be a hero for a family that you'll never actually get to meet, but you'll get to know that you've helped them along. You've got them through a tough time. Maybe for them, what would have been a financially catastrophic time, you've helped them through that. So that's kind of the why behind what we do. And that's the story. While I'm bragging about my kids, this is a photo of Owen, who was born in April. And hold on, this is another one of him. Oh, that's not zoomed. Okay, yeah, he's a very happy child. So I finally got a son. I don't know if we're gonna add any more to the big family, but we're very, very happy and so grateful that we had the opportunity to go through this. And that sounds weird, but we are grateful that we're able to turn it around at least. So that's pretty much all about the why. And I want to talk a little bit more about, if this is resonating with you, what would it look like to work with us? So if this is something you think, this might make sense for our family, right? There's a couple aspects of Bunkie Life that we've mentioned it, but I don't know if we've really mentioned it enough. So we have 3 guarantees. The first guarantee is that when you buy a Bunkie Life from Bunkie Life, you can return it within 30 days. If you don't love your Bunkie, you can return it within 30 days. That almost never happens. I don't think it's ever happened. Secondly, we have a 5-year replace or repair warranty. So if you want to, something breaks. It's pretty rare that happens, but if something breaks and you want to replace it or repair it, we take care of all that. We also have our third guarantee, which is the neighbors impressed guarantee. And that's if your neighbors don't agree you have the best looking Bunkie on the block, we're happy to buy them a beer and tell them to get their eyes checked. We also have lots of great support. We have videos for all of our kits. We have a whole network of partner companies to help you with other aspects of the Bunkie. And we have, like I said, our Facebook group of over 100,000 strong. So logistically, how does that work? If you're interested in ordering a Bunkie, you can do it online at bunkielife.com or phone us at 1-866-4BUNKIE, or you can email Shannon and say, I'm in. If you're a Michigander, it's probably best to email or call us, since we're not fully online with the Michigan situation, but we can absolutely deliver there, ship there. We've got that all figured out. It's just the payment side of things. So probably best to call or email us. Then we'll set up delivery for you. We can have you, we can deliver right to your house or cottage in a lot of cases, or you're welcome to come pick up from the factory. And you can build it, which will help you through. We can have it built for you. And then, of course, we'll even make some suggestions of how you might go about with the finishing touches as well. Things like staining, things like furniture. We've got a lot of different partners that we can hook you up with there as well. And then you can enjoy your space for meaningful connection with people that matter most. You also get to be part of the Bunkie Life community, as we spoke about. And ultimately, we can't wait to help serve you as a Bunkie Life client. Now, that's all I'll say. There's no more pitch. What if you don't win? I've got an emotional support video coming up in 2 seconds. If you don't win, though, one little incentive that I'll talk about is that we do have an autumn sale on right now. If you want to if you want to buy a Bunkie, then you can do so. Oh wait, so before we get into it though, what if you don't win? I want to talk a little bit about the people that are not going to win tonight. Don't be too mad. Not everyone can be a winner, but this is for you. This is for you guys that don't win. Hope you enjoy this video. It makes me laugh every time.
Turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit lonely and you're never coming around. Turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit tired of listening to the sound of my tears. Turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit nervous that the best of all the years have gone by. Turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit terrified, and then I see the look in your eyes. Turn around, bright eyes. Every now and then I fall apart. Bright eyes. Every now and then I fall apart, and I need you now tonight, and I need you more than ever. And if you only hold me tight, we'll be holding on forever, and we'll only be making it right, 'cause we'll never be wrong. Together we can take it to the end of the line. Your love is like a shadow on me all the time, and I don't know what to do, and I'm always in the dark, living in a powder keg and giving off sparks. I really need you tonight. Forever's gonna start tonight. Forever's gonna start tonight. Once upon a time I was falling in love, but now I'm only falling apart. There's nothing I can do but total eclipse of the heart.
All right, so my wife says that the last couple contests were not climactic enough, so I'm going to have a drum roll sound, hopefully somewhere near the thing. So let's get our drum roll ready. That's the high quality special effects you can be looking forward to here at Bunkie Life. Okay, so what if you don't win? So like I said, we have our autumn sale that's going to be happening. All right, it's bunkielife.com/autumn sale. You can get in the queue for the spring. Avoid delays. Watch out for lumber increases. You get to avoid all of that. It's $500 to $1,000 off our most popular stuff. The sale's going to end next Monday. Okay, that's my last little bit of the pitch. If you want to call us at 1-866-4-BUNKIE, do it tomorrow. All right, it's my last pitch. The rest is all about the winner. Let's talk about the winners. So, the first thing I want to talk about is the top 10 winners. Okay, so the grand prize winner is by random, is going to be drawn randomly by the computer. But for the people that really kick butt in the contest, they got the most points, we want to reward that people. So the top 5 people, the 5, 6, 7, 8, 9th, 10th people, they're going to get a set of connection cards. So let me just share who the winners are. Now, we'll email you too, just to let you know, but I just want to announce them live. Thanks for all your contribution. So Nakuro O, Tanis, Heather M, and Joanne L. You guys are the lucky winners of connection cards. Congratulations, folks. Now, the next tier up was a $500 credit towards any of our Bunkie Life products. Check out Deborah B, Arlie F, Aaron St. D, and Doreen L. Congratulations. Sounds like mostly ladies. Well done. And then the top 2 get a $1,000 credit towards any of our Bunkie Life kits. And the top 2 were Angela B, Tasha C, and that's it. And my drum roll was way off. Okay. Let's just accept that my drum roll skills are very not solid. So that's okay. Now it is time for you to emotionally prepare yourself. Physically, spiritually prepare yourself for the grand prize winner, okay? Who's it going to be? Is it going to be from someone from Ontario? Oh, that's one thing I want to say. Glad I reminded myself. Okay, statistically speaking, it's probably going to be someone from Ontario. Everybody complains about, why are the winners always from Ontario? Well, we are in Ontario. Everyone knows us here in Ontario. They share the word a little bit more in Ontario. So I think it was like about, for every 2 people in Ontario, there was only 1 person from Michigan, roughly, really rough numbers. So statistically speaking, it's probably gonna be someone from Ontario. I don't pick the person, the computer's gonna do it. But I just wanted to bring that out there. Okay. That, yeah, it's just one of those things. Okay, guys. So don't complain if it's not a Michigander or whatever. It's statistically likely to not be a Michigander. Let's do it. Drum roll. Okay, one winner. That's way off. Okay, the winner is Abby Jean Wagemaker. I'm going to check her answers, make sure they're correct. Abby Jean Wagonmaker. Sorry, Wagonmaker. I butchered your name. I apologize. So Abby Jean. Okay. All right. Congratulations. That's amazing. Okay. Your answers look good. You're a real person, it sounds like. Okay. All right. Hold on. So here's the deal, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to email Abby right now, a private cell phone number. Abby, if you could. Wait, hold on. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to email her my private cell phone number. I want you to call me right away, Abby. Okay. And I'd like to get your reaction on the phone if you are, in fact, a real person. And if, in fact, you could call us in. So my phone is now on. Turning my phone on. And Abby, call us so we can get your reaction. Okay. My phone is on. I'd love to hear from you. Okay. If you know Abby Jean Wagonmaker, then text her and be like, hey, call David. Check your email. Call David. So I've emailed my private cell phone number to Abby Jean. Please, if you're on there online, let's call me so we can get your reaction, okay? It will also be helpful for credibility. Yes, I have a very beat up cell phone. It would also be helpful for credibility to make sure that you're a real person. Okay, let's. I'll talk a little bit about the amazing sale. Like I say, it's on. We're gonna get into questions soon as well. So check out the amazing autumn sale if you're thinking about becoming a Bunkie Life client. If you've had a fun time on this experience, I would love to hear what you thought about the contest. You can go to bunkielife.com/contest feedback and let us know what we could have improved on, what you thought was good about the contest. This is our 8th time running it, and we always want to improve. So I've had a lot of fun, particularly on this one. It feels like it's been pretty smooth, but I'd love to get your thoughts. So if you think if you could spend 2 minutes, I think the feedback form takes 1 minute. It'd be great to hear what you think. All right. So I'm gonna keep streaming and answering questions, but Abby Wagonmaker, Abby Jean Wagonmaker, probably butchering your name, but you are the grand prize winner. If you know this lady, this young individual, this old individual, I don't know her age, but if you know her, get her to call me. Okay, she's got my number on her. I've emailed it to her. Okay. Okay, let's get into questions. If you have any questions about Bunkies, if you have any questions about our business, if you have any questions in general, now is the time. I will go to the comments and I will now watch them. So if you have questions, some people are saying Michigan. Oh, I think it is from Michigan. Why are you saying from Michigan? Is it Michigan? We don't know. Hopefully she's on here. Postman, are you kidding me? I'm from Muskegon. Is that where she was from? I didn't see that. Is that on? Okay, maybe it is someone from Michigan. Okay, very cool. Okay, if you're online, Abby Jean Wagonmaker, please call me. I would love to get I'm sure everybody watching would love to get your reaction. So we got some great questions. Let's get to them. Can a bunkie be set up over a septic bed? I would not recommend that. That's not proper septic bed stuff. So I would not recommend that. What's the best way to insulate? Nicole, if you go to bunkielife.com and then click on how to build a bunkie, there's a whole section on insulation and heating. And I'd point you there first because I could answer that question, but it's really well answered on the website. All right. Really good question. And same with Lindsay. Thank you for that question. How much do we raise for Ronald? Oh, that's a good question. How much do we raise for Ronald McDonald House? So we did a pitch on Thursday where you could donate to Ronald McDonald House. And the people tuned in. A lot of people donated. I think we raised a couple $1,000, but let me check that. where we're at. Now, we'll also make a big donation at the end of the year. So that's coming up. At the end of the year, we donate a kind of a big chunk of money. So that's the plan. But right now, the individual fundraiser, so all people from Bunkie Life community that have given, it is at, I'm going to share my screen maybe. It looks to be at $3,376. And if you want to give to this, you can go to rmhccanada.com/fundraiser/bunkie-life-gifts. Okay, so that's where that's at. Great question. Okay. How was the winner selected? Well, we selected it. I just did it. The computer selects it by random draw. So, okay. Has the square footage without a permit increased? James, I assume you're from Ontario here. So, in Ontario, there's a new rule where you can build up to 15 square meters. So our new bunkies, now there's a couple conditions on that, but let me explain that. So you can build up to 15 square meters, which is 161-ish square feet. But it has to be a single story bunkie or single story shed or whatever you want to call it. It has to be single story. It can't be attached to your house, but you have to have a house on the property or a cottage. Oh, hold on. I think someone called me. Oh, Shannon says she's texting with this person. Okay. Interesting. I don't know how Shannon's got her number. All right. Anyways, get her to call me. Get her to call me, Shannon. Okay. Anywho else. So I'm just texting people. So apparently this person is at a basketball game. So I'm going to get her to call me. Anyways, sorry, with the 15 square meters. So it has to be single story. It has to be not attached to a house. And it has to be for storage purposes only. Okay? So I'm legally obligated to say that these bunkies are for storage purposes only. The Rockwood, which we just gave away, is yes. Okay. All right. So that's what so the Hideaway and the Rockwood are the larger ones, but we also have other ones that are 10 square meters or less, and in most areas, like the 2019 Bunkie with Loft, it doesn't need I wasn't showing you that. So the Rockwood and the Hideaway here, those are 15 square meters, and then everything below that is under 10. So yeah, hope that answers the question. It's a really good one. Does the 160 square foot require a permit? No, I just answered that question about, there's, oh, I got a call. It looks like it's from Michigan. Hello?
Hello, this is Abby Wagonmaker.
Hey, Abby Wagonmaker. Am I saying your name right? Wagonmaker?
Yeah, it's very, weird. Yes, Wagonmaker. I'm so sorry that it's loud. I'm at a Pistons game right now.
Are you at a Pistons game right now? That's the most Michigan thing you could be doing. I love it. So you are a Michigander.
We are, yeah. My husband are away.
This is amazing. We're having an international moment.
I'm so sorry.
We're building.
Our 10-year anniversary, and we were had this as part of our trip to watch the reveal. I can't believe we won.
Congratulations! That's amazing, amazing news. I'm really pumped. I'm pumped. No offense to the Ontario people, but I'm pumped that it's someone from Michigan this time. This is great.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. You have no idea. My husband started staring at a space on our property before we heard about the Bunkie giveaway. And I was like, oh my gosh, Nick, we've got to try to win this thing. This is what it's for. So it's just unreal.
This is also, no, where do you live? Is it a place called Muskegon? People are saying that. Is that true?
Muskegon, yes.
Muskegon. Where's Muskegon?
On the lake shore. About halfway down I don't know. What are we? It's on the lake shore, by Grand Rapids.
Okay.
Lake Michigan.
Cool. That's fantastic. Yeah. Awesome. Well, so yeah, just want to confirm you're the winner. We'll figure out the details. we'll figure out the details post Piston game, I guess. But I just wanted to make sure, I don't know you. We're not buddies from college or anything. Right?
Right. Yep.
Okay. And you're a real human being.
I'm real.
Okay.
I'm real, and I don't know you.
Okay, that's amazing. Well,
I'm so sorry.
It's amazing. So she's at a Pistons game, the winner. So Abby, we really appreciate you entering the contest. Do you have any other words of wisdom for the people? We've got about 1,000 people still on the live stream. Any thoughts?
Oh, am I on the live stream right now?
You are currently live. Maybe I should have told you that earlier.
Oh my gosh, I had no idea. I don't know. I'm just seriously still shaking because I'm so excited. Our whole row was like listening in. Everything was so like went off excited when we found out. Yeah, no, I don't think I have any words. We were really praying that this was going to be the thing for us.
Okay.
We feel like God wanted to start clearing the property, so we're like, okay, wow.
Well, this is awesome. Abby, congratulations again. We got your number now that you've called us, so we'll figure out the details later on. Enjoy the game, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thank you. We are so grateful. Thank you.
Okay, we'll talk to you soon.
All right. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye for now. All right, well, there you have it, guys. Abby's a real human, and what a fun time. So apparently she was here in the chat. Is there payment plans available? Kiertha, email us. We can probably put something together. We've got some partners that help us with financing for our clients. Do you deliver to Quebec? Yes, we can. It's a little bit trickier than the average province, but we can absolutely do that. All right. Oh, Deanna says, I have a question about the wood-fired tub. Can it be ordered with a different color stain? Right now it's the darker color, but you can restain it. It's not too hard to do that. All right. Can you build an off-grid bunkie? Some people have definitely done that. A lot of people have done that. Yes. All right. People are saying congrats. That's wonderful. The video's a little behind. Yes. So sometimes I'm a little bit ahead. So, and YouTube and Facebook might not be synced as well. So I'm doing my best, but can these bunkies be equipped with a small kitchen and bathroom? Now, as soon as you add plumbing, at least in Ontario, you've entered permit required land, but lots of people do that. So they might get the permit, or they might just kind of do it secretly. But yeah, definitely doable. Lots of people have done that. That is cool. That is cool. Jennifer, so generous. I can be Abby's backup if she's a no-show. That's just incredible generosity. That not necessary, but really good. Does it come with the floor kit? Yes, all of the flooring is included in the kit. Can the bunkie be built with only one person? I would recommend two. You can get a lot of it done by yourself, but those beams, we engineer everything for northern Ontario snow loads, so they're pretty beefy. It was a lot of fun. How much is delivered to Bruce Peninsula? Not too much. You're pretty close to us if you're in that area. So just email us for direct shipping quotes if you want, Natalie, and I'd be happy to hook you up. Will you be selling a fully insulated kit in the future? Not right now, but our bunkies are pretty easy to insulate up to 3.9 seasons as is. And there's lots of helpful information on our website about that. Which model is the biggest without a permit? Basically, all of our kits are right up around that, 10 square meter, 107, 108 square feet. Is there no way to purchase one already stained? Right now, no. We're not staining things for people. It's really better to do it on site for a lot of reasons. But any special pricing for buying 4 bunkies? Caroline, if you're serious, we can figure something out. Give us an email. Can you briefly touch about foundation? Sure. So the easiest way is just to put down some patio stones or some deck blocks, and that's what I've done at my place on 4 to 5 bunkies. You can also use sonotubes. You can do a cement pad if you really want. You can also use screw piles. But if you check out the how to build a bunkie section of our website, there's some really good foundation information is there as well. Has anyone ever replaced the windows with real slide-up windows? Yes, I think people have. Our windows are double glazed. All the windows that we sell are double glazed, thermal windows with water seal and screens, except the summer cabin. Everything else is double pane. So most people find the windows are pretty usable, and they all open, and they're quite good. So shipping cost to Michigan, it depends on where you are, but email us, Gail, and we can give you an exact quote to your door. All right. Does the bunkie work in residential Waterloo 2 feet from the fence? I don't know about that. Swept away. You'll have to verify with your town what the exact rules are, and that can really change depending on the municipality. But we have delivered to Waterloo, and we've got some happy clients there. So, how long does it take to build a bunkie? How many family members will I need? I would say if it's a smaller no loft, maybe 1 or 2 days. If it's a lofted bunkie, give yourself 2 or 3 days, and it's good to have at least 2 people helping you. Okay, I'm scrolling down to get these. What kind of deal is going on for spring? How soon can I get one? So to go to bunkielife.com/autumn sale, and you can check out what we've got on right now. It's probably going to be the best deal between now and the next year, spring. So we're booking for spring right now primarily, but we also can get someone a bunkie right away if they're raring to go and they're willing to build in the slight cold. Abby's not listed on Facebook, said Tracy in a creepy voice. That's amazing. Oh, that's why. Computer showed Michigan when her name showed up. I didn't see that, but it must have said that. Okay. Probably based on her email or something, or her IP address. Yeah. Can you customize the bunkie? I want to add another door. Yes, we can make you another door at the factory. We make it all there. So just give us a shout and we'll hook you up with another door or window. All right. Do I get a receipt for the donation? Yes. If you email or if you donate with Ronald McDonald, you'll get a receipt from them. Can the cards be bought? Yes, our Bunkie Life cards are on our website. If you go to, let me actually find that out. What is it? You go to bunkielife.com, products. It's under apparel, it looks like, which is maybe not the best category, but yeah, Bunkie Life Connection cards right there. Apparel, Bunkie Life Connection cards. They're 25 bones, and they're awesome. So I hope that helps. Okay. I've really enjoyed your mad marketing skills, this whole program. I'm a small business owner. Oh, that's very kind. I have a great team of people that help me, so it's really more on them than on me. Heather, who, and Shannon, and everybody's watching this and helping me, making me look good. So thank you, people that help me. Do you do Bunkie donations to small businesses as tax write-offs? Sometimes, every once in a while, we'll do a charitable thing, but in general, we're all about Ronald McDonald House. Sometimes we'll do stuff for Make-A-Wish, but those are the two main charities that we help out. So it would have to be a charity. Jeff says, great contest. Love the webinar. Very effective and so fun. You made me a fan. I'm excited to work with Bunkie Life soon. Well, we're excited to serve you. Looking forward to have you as a client, Jeff. All right. Do you offer payment plans? We have a third party we can work with. Could they be mounted on wheels? Yes, but for a tiny house, our stuff is really is more about extra space and not so much a full-on tiny house, I would say. Oh, Glenn and Jill Gaston, how's it going, guys? Good to see you. They help build bunkies up in Aurelia and greater area. Best bunkies on the market. Thank you. All right. Someone says she's busy making wagons. That's hilarious. Wagon maker. That's a good last name. Wagon maker. Is everything included in the kit? Yes. Everything included in the kit. Hardware, the windows, the doors, the lock, the key. The only thing that's not included is stain. You want to stain it in your color of choice. You want to put a foundation underneath it, which is standard for everything. And then you want to put some type of a finish on the roof. So there's unlimited options. I recommend a metal roof, a good solid metal roof in your color of choice. And we can help you order that, but we don't supply that directly. Tammy says, send you a message about other ideas you look into. We need 2 of them. Awesome. Looking forward to having as a client, Tammy. What happens if Abby doesn't call? Well, she did call, so kind of irrelevant. Coming from Michigan, I had a good time checking your builds. We'll keep you in mind. Awesome. Would love to serve you as a client, Nancy. All right. Are you giving away 2 bunkies? No, just 1 today. That is so cool. There's someone from Michigan. Everyone's saying, Abby's from Michigan. Very cool. Very cool. Muskegon is just 25 miles south. That's cool. People are saying, congratulations. That's wonderful. This is awesome. I'm in Ontario. My family's in Michigan. I'm happy she won. That's cool. This is a very international event. I'm loving that. We're building bridges of peace across that border. I love hearing you entertain us before the live broadcast begin. Thank you. That's very kind, David. Abby from Michigan. You rock it. Okay. I can hear her hubby laughing in disbelief. That's so funny. That's so awesome that they're a Detroit Pistons game. That is the most, other than a Red Wings game, that's like the most Michigan thing you can be doing. That's so cool. Congratulations to everyone that won. I enjoyed your sense of humor and sympathized with your losses. In June, we lost twin girls 1 week before they were to be delivered. Oh, that is so hard. My heart goes out to you. That is really tough. Our neighbors just finished building their 2019 Bunkie Life Bunkie. Last time we spent an enjoyable evening playing in the buggy, playing games and having refreshments. It was cozy and warm, and they also installed a small wall-mounted wood stove. That is so cool. Who are your neighbors, June? Thanks for the shout out, by the way. Very cool. Wait, Arista says, I can't believe she's from my town. OMG. That's cool. That's really cool. Very cool. How many entries did she do? I forgot. I'll have to go back and watch this video again. I think it was like, wasn't a crazy amount. I think she had, I don't know, 2,000 points roughly, which is good. That's a good contribution, but it's not nuts. So, yeah, I think someone said under 2,000. So she had under 2,000. Yeah. That is cool. People are saying, can we all come stay in your new bunkie? That's awesome. Someone's like, Michigan, really? Not entering again. Oh, well. What are you going to do? Next contest in the spring? We might do a spring contest again. We'll see. Keeping our options open there, Marcia. Good to see you, by the way. Is the loft still considered a single story? My interpretation is no. So we don't have a loft in our larger bunkies so far. Do you deliver to Newfoundland? Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Hi to the fellow Ski Town people in the chat. I guess that's what they call them, Muskegon. The Ski Town. Ski Town. Learning the lingo. Get your house up north in the Ski Town. Deanna has a good question about hot tub. Just email me, Deanna. It's on sale, and I can probably help you out better if you email me. These are some pretty in-depth questions. All right. Right. Scrolling through these great questions. There's a lot of really congratulatory comments. It's wonderful. All right. I'm glad it was fun. Where's your book sold? You can buy it on Amazon, I believe. You can buy it off of eBay. You can buy it directly off our website, which is probably what I should have said in the first place. So go to bunkielife.com, go products, Bunkie Life book, and you can buy the physical coffee table version right here, right off our website. We'll ship it right to you. That includes shipping. All right. Oh, Allison says, I highly recommend purchasing their book as well. Well, that's kind. That's very kind. Has anyone tried hemp-reduced concrete? No, I don't think so. That I've heard of. Do we announce a winner? Yes, we did. How thick a concrete pad should your largest bunkie? So thick, I think you probably want to go about 4 inches, I think, is the recommendation. But you can just do patio stones or sonotubes or deck blocks. There's lots of less intense versions of that you can do if you want. All right. This is a kind word. Nicole says, I just finished reading your book. It was great. Beautiful pictures and a lot of info about bunkies. Looking forward to your next book. Well, thank you. That's very kind. Do you deliver to water access in Muskoka? Yes, we do. We've got lots of people that love us for water access scenarios because our kits are very individually loadable onto small boats and pontoons and barges. So, yes, we absolutely can help you out. All right, we got some Michiganders. That's really cool. Congratulations on the new Michigan market. Yes, we just dropped off our first, or I shouldn't say that. Someone picked up a bunkie and drove it to Vermont last week, Jeffrey. So we've got a New Yorker, a Vermonter, and now a Michigander. So we're growing it. Would love to volunteer for a build if they're in Southwestern Ontario. Okay, good. If you want to do that, go to bunkielife.com/volunteer. And bunkielife.com/volunteer, and you can apply to volunteer if you want to help us build. Upper Peninsula. Shout out to Sue. UP. All right. Watching from Fort Myers, Florida. Nice to have good days. Oh, man, it must be tough in Fort Myers right now. I've heard. Yeah, I got a lot of friends there, so hope you guys are doing okay. Hurricane Ian was a nightmare. All right. Whew. Some people are commenting. My heart goes out to you, Nancy. That's very hard. 4 unborn and 1 4-year-old. That is, I can't even imagine. Thank you for sharing. I'm glad to be on the live. We are from Clarence Creek. My husband would like to go visit and ask, come to visit us. So you can come to Bunkie Life directly. You can go to bunkielife.com/tours and book a time to come see us. We have all of the bunkies are set up at our factory there. You can come see us in person, and we'd love to host you. If you're coming from far away, give me an email, and maybe we can make sure it's not too laborious on you. All right, these are great questions, guys. I really appreciate them. People are saying they appreciate the opportunity. Such a fun concept. That's great. Jennifer said, I'd love to be a sales rep for you in northern Lower Michigan and further. What do you think? Email me, Jennifer. Yeah, we don't have any boots on the ground yet, but we're going in that direction. So email me. Alison says, love your book. Thank you. Okay. If someone purchased a regular Bunkie, would they need a permit since this year's Bunkie is only for storage? So a regular Bunkie, it seems like you don't need a permit in most cases, but it's always like the onus is ultimately going to be on you guys to make sure you do your homework with your local mafia. Okay, so we can help you with that. We can give you some drawings if you need them, but make sure that your local bylaws allow a Bunkie. But most do in general. Oh, someone says, can you sing something else? Love your voice. Well, I might have time to sing a few more songs. We'll see if I can get to the bottom of these amazing comments. Okay. A couple have asked this question. Not all bunkies require permits in Ontario. Please clarify. Okay. So I'll try to clarify. So the rule up until this past spring was always, if it was 10 square meters or less, roughly 108 square feet, you didn't need a permit in most areas of Ontario. Sometimes you'll have individual pockets where there'll be extra anal, but that's kind of the rule. So you'll notice on our website, everything is just under 10 square meters, just under 107 square feet. However, there was a new rule added this year, it was in March or May or something, where you can build up to 15 square meters as long as the following is true. It's a single-story bunkie. It's not attached to a house, but you have a house on the property. And it has to be for storage purposes only. Okay, so those are the three conditions that allow you to build bigger without a permit. Otherwise, you have to build 10 square meters or less. And if you go on our website, you'll see everything is niched around 10 square meters or less, except the new Rockwood, which we just gave away to Abby, and the Hideaway. Those are the two new ones that are larger. So for storage purposes only. Okay. Kimberly, I'm planning to drive down to visit you on site. Okay, awesome. And I just opened up a bunch of tour slots. So I'm going to be at the factory all week this coming week, except for Halloween. I'm going to take that off and be with the kids. But Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I'm going to be there doing tours. Come see us. It's going to be really fun. And you can come from Michigan. We're not that far. The single-story bunkie was smaller than 160 feet does not need a permit. That's my understanding in Ontario. Your results may vary. Double check with your mafia. Yeah. Check with their setbacks. There's other things you got to think about, but that seems to be the prevailing truth here in Ontario. Richard's asking what type of foundation to use. I'm going to show you a part of our website here, Richard. If you go to how to build a bunkie, there's all that good stuff. So how to insulate, how to do heat, what tools you need, how to build a bunkie foundation. This is a good one right here. Check out this one. There's videos. There's a good note, and I would check that one out. That should help. All right. I've got to the bottom of the comments. Kevin says, I booked a tour on Thursday. Awesome, Kevin. Looking forward to seeing you. If you have any feedback on the contest, go to bunkielife.com/contest feedback. I'd love to hear the good, the bad, the ugly. How could we even improve this experience for you and make it more fun? We put a lot of thought into it, but we're always open to new suggestions. We have picked a winner, and that winner was Abby Wagonmaker. She's at a Pistons game, but she's a real person. She called in, and we're going to figure out how to get her bunkie to her as soon as possible. Leanne Ferrero asked, the loft-style bunkie with the A-style roof, has anyone complained about hitting their heads on the beams? Are you talking about the 2019 bunkie with loft? That one is very much a crawl-in kind of loft. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So people know as long as people know what they're getting, no one gives us 2 hours of a time. So here's the bunkie with loft. So I'll show you the inside. So it's more of like, you can see the loft up there. You got to kind of crawl in, go to sleep kind of thing. There's 2 single mattresses there. I haven't heard too many complaints, but people know that they're getting that. The other option, if you need some headroom, is what we call our Haven bunkie, and that one is huge. The loft up there, you can I can stand up in. Let me show you this one. This is the Haven. So it's got a nice stand-up loft. It's about 6'4" at the peak. You can fit a queen or a king size mattress up there in the loft. Check out the website for more details and 3D tours and stuff. But nothing beats seeing him in person. If you want to come see him in person or do a virtual tour, we have a video tour we can take you through. That would be my recommendation. All right. I really hope you do get my message from RMH Darling, a precious member of you and Carrie's precious 4 babies. I'm so sorry for the loss. Well, thank you. That's very kind. All right. So I will store my stuff, including extra space, to have my friends and family. Exactly. Tony says, I want 10. Call us, Tony. Let's make this happen. All right. So that's pretty much it. Hi from Belleville. Hello from Toronto. Guys, I'm going to play one more song. It's been a really, really fun experience. I hope you will give us some feedback. I hope you will consider purchasing a Bunkie from us. Our amazing autumn sale is on right now. It goes until Monday, November 7th at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Our biggest, best sale, our final sale of the year. It's going to be awesome. So check that out. And we're looking forward to serving you as a client, whether it's right now or in the spring. We're ready to go. And I'm going to play one more song maybe. How's that sound? Keith says, great job, David. Teresa and I love building bunkies. Awesome. So Keith and Teresa build a lot of bunkies all over Ontario for a lot of our clients. Really great people. And I got to meet them in person about a month ago. So let's do one more song. Alrighty then. Any suggestions of what you want to hear? It needs to be a good closing song. Not closing time though. Something other than closing time. Let's plug my microphone in and we'll get her going. Closing time. Time for the closing time. Time to close. Close. Okay. Let's play one more song.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Guides you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So take the path of this death, you don't ask why. Not a question, but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you have the time of your life.
Huh.
So take the photographs and still face on fire. Find a solid work over a while. Back to the memories and dead skin on trial. But it's not work over a while. It's something unpredictable. The time of your life.
My wife is really looking forward to me putting the kids to bed. Called herself a contest widow while I'm doing these contests. So I'd love to play more songs. It would be awesome, but I'm gonna go after this song. We're a Bunkie. Come see us in tours.
It's something unpredictable. The end is right. I hope you have the time of your life. Guys, have a great evening. Thanks so much for participating, and we'll see you again real soon. The sale starts right now, and we'll see you again